Freedom greetings, Helldivers. On this video I am going to be showing you how to get better at using the Bridge Hammer from the Siegebreaker's Warbond. Pick up those hammers and let's begin the bonking. First things first, what can you actually do with this hammer against all three factions, starting with the Automaton faction? Unless you are out of bullets on your primary, do not waste your hammer ammunition on little troopers. Every single Devastator variant from this faction is going to be one-shotted, even if you hit through the heavy shield of the Heavy Devastator. Berserkers are a joke, just hit them before they hit you, that's all. Automaton Fabricator buildings will be destroyed in 1 to 2 shots, depending on where you hit it. Cannon mortars will be absolutely destroyed if you hit them on the back, if not, it might take you 2 bonks. Scout Striders are super easy to kill, however, you must be wary not to hit the rocket that comes attached to either side. Doing so may kill you. Please proceed with caution. Automaton Hulks will also be a one-hit KO, however, you need to be really careful about the variant that comes equipped with a saw. The Hulk tends to use the melee attack really quickly and will often kill you if you are not careful. Wait for it to wind up and miss an attack or flank the enemy from behind. The Hulk variant that does not possess a saw is a joke. Run up to it and kill it. For some odd reason, these trees cannot be destroyed. Factory Striders are going to become a thing of the past. Make sure you sneak upon one of these big enemies, then proceed to hammer the foot 3 times. That is all it takes. It's honestly ridiculous how good this is. Unfortunately, you cannot break these walls and sneak in the city. Automaton tanks will die in 1 to 2 hits depending where you hit them. It will just take a little bit before it explodes. Is it possible to destroy the whole convoy of the automatons just by yourself, your hammer and a supply pack? The answer is absolutely yes. This next segment is gonna show you how it's done. It is actually that easy, just make sure that you're approaching them from behind. The War Strider will die in 2 hits for as long as you hit it on the same leg, on the same spot. Skadoosh. That is as far as the Automaton faction goes, and you might be wondering, how is it possible for this hammer to be so good? Well, if you go to helldivers.wiki.gg, you will be able to get all the information you need. In fact, this is the website I use for most of my information. The weapon detail states that this hammer has 300 melee damage and 2100 explosive damage. We're talking about a lot of damage here, almost as much as a thermite grenade explosion. The distraction category of the hammer is classified as Tank 2, which is equal to a 500 kilogram bomb. Now we're gonna focus on everything you can do against the illuminate. Just like the Automaton troopers, it is not recommended to use the explosive hammer on a single boatless. In fact, you can discharge it by using it and then proceed to use the hammer as if it was a simple melee weapon. While it is tempting to destroy these small chargers, I advise entirely against so. They tend to explode and they will damage you greatly. It will take you approximately 5 hits to destroy an illuminate warship. If you're looking to preserve ammo, it is best to destroy the shield so that you may be able to take it down quicker. When using the hammer against the illuminate meatballs, make sure that you hit them at the core. This will distribute the explosion evenly so all the heads in the body will die. If you see a meatball thrashing towards you, make sure you get out of the way so that later you can attack it. Overseers will die in 1 singular hit, there is nothing to worry about. Against the illuminate harvester, make sure that you sneak around so it does not zap you with its laser beam, then proceed to hit it 3 times on the same leg and it's gonna go down guaranteed. Now let's take a look at what you can do using the hammer against the Terminid faction. Starting with any charger variant, if you manage to hit them in the back, it's guaranteed gonna go down in 1 singular hit. Against the building's Spore Spewer, you can take it down by swinging your hammer twice, but make sure that you are really close to the stern of the building, otherwise you're gonna be missing your shots. Alpha Commanders will die in 1 hit, there is nothing more to it. It is really satisfying to use it though. In order to kill a Bile Titan, you need to hit it 3 or 4 times on the same leg. However, it moves way too much and those legs can actually kill you if they manage to step on you. I do not recommend engaging the Bile Titan unless you have no other choice. Preferably use a stratagem or a different weapon to kill this unit. The Impaler is going to die in 1 or 2 hits if you happen to hit them near the back. Think of it like a slow version of a charger. It's actually really easy. I know this is going to sound really counterintuitive, but the more enemies you have around you, the better and deadlier your hammer will become. Watch this next segment in which I'm trying to stop by myself a bug bridge. Take notice that I'm using the supply pack, which allows me to have more steams, more hammer chargers, and basically just extending my life during this battle. I have no need in this clip to continue for you to understand that the more resources you have available, the deadlier you're gonna become against the horde of bugs that usually come after you. Most Helldivers tend to just run away from them, but when you have a hammer, you actually wanna get in between the enemies to hit as many as you can. Unfortunately, with this hammer you cannot destroy the bug holes. You will still need to rely on either a grenade, a stratagem, or a grenade pistol. If up to this point you have found this information useful, make sure you join my YouTube channel. I am working really hard to bring you news, updates, guides, and more. Now let's talk about the best armor in my opinion, as well as some additional items that you can equip in order to maximize your experience as the ultimate hammer of freedom. With this type of weapon, I believe you can go in either two directions. Maximize the amount of damage you deal, or maximize your defense in order to be tankier. These are my top 3 armor recommendations, all of them heavy by the way, which will help me achieve more damage or survive the longest. Lastly, in the sense of game awareness, I am here to tell you that as the hammer of your team, you are gonna be the one leading the charge head first towards the enemy. While everyone else is gonna be focused running and taking cover, you are going to be the one trying to get towards the enemy. As counterintuitive as this may be in the beginning, the more you practice, the more you will learn. You just have to be aware of a couple of things. Number 1, where are your teammates and if they're actually shooting in the same direction you plan to attack. Be careful because most Helldivers will usually just shoot the enemy as they normally do, and if you think it's a good idea to attack melee, you are probably gonna end up in the crossfire. As shown on this clip, it is a fantastic idea to hit the hammer and leap backwards. This is gonna help you create some distance between you and the enemy, allowing you even some time to recover. Lastly, I tried using the light armor and a jump pack to combine it with a hammer. However, it did not provide me the same satisfaction as I was using the supply pack and a heavy armor. It appears that when you're using the light armor, your worries or taking damage increase naturally, and this worry of taking damage is what takes away from the fantasy of being a super strong soldier that can just wreck anything. Thank you so much for watching, Helldiver. I hope this video is of any use. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions or if you'd like me to review any other weapon. ChonkyLotus out.